Yo, what's up? Adi here from Hit the Road Music Studio. Welcome to my daily vlog. Um, Today, fresh in all freshness, I finished 40 hours work in 4 days for a wonderful mixing course, and some surprises on the way. It will be one of 4 mixing courses, how to mix world music with artists that we recorded in the past. Got a little bit loco with dancing, healthy with yoga. And today I want to add a little bit more value into this vlog again. Let's talk about production. I will share some production tips and hope they can help you in the future. Some music production tips. It's a little bit loud here because they are building something at the beach, but this is you can help us actively. I put now a PayPal one payment link there because it's easier for many people. You get the same benefits, no problem. I will get your email, I will send you the documentary, the exclusive one, and everything what is on our Patreon campaign. But you have the possibility to make a one-time payment via PayPal link that is down there in the description and soon also in the Patreon campaign. Okay, let's start with the beginning, with the preparation. What I do before recording is to ask people for the instruments that will be there and the names to the instruments. It's really cool, and the day before recording at least I have a check on my list and I will know the names from the people. You know, they will come and you ask, who's the lead guitar? Ah, okay, it's you, Jimmy, or whatever name it is. And it can break the ice pretty quickly. It's a cool thingy. It's a good thing to do. Learn the names from the people. Don't say, hey you. The second thing is, and I had to learn it from the hard way, how to formulate questions. I had once a situation where I listened to a djembe during a recording in the soundcheck, and instead of saying the djembe sounds a little bit strange to me, I said, I think the djembe is broken. So there came a lot of panic from all the people, like, oh, the djembe is broken, what's going on? And it brought a little down in the recording. After checking this and apologizing and making some jokes, it went again up. But now I will ask rather if it sounds good, if it sounds the way they imagine it, if the sound is correct. What I can recommend you is to use your time effectively, like to always have some spare time for new education. I know I can say it because I'm not full with making 5 mixes per day like the professional people do. Grammy winners who sit the whole day and mix. But I had times where I was pretty busy and I always keep like 1 hour or 2 hours minimum per day to educate myself and get fresh views on mixing or fresh views on recording. New techniques, for example, that I can use in the next production. Like this, I maintain a fresh mindset for every production and learn new skills. What is pretty cool. For me, there are just pluses, and it makes fun. It's a lot of fun. The next production tip would be, like from an engineer perspective, I'm lucky because I'm also a musician. I come rather from the musician side. I was so technical that my Marshall sound was everything on 10. Bloop, 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 bloop. Just push it all up. If I had too much bass, I just put out the bass, and that was it. That was my sound. I don't wanted to hear too much about knobs, or I don't wanted to hear it this time. I talk about like 20 or 10 years ago. I just loved to play, and it sounded alright. It felt right. If it didn't sound good, I just pushed one knob, and that was it. It was all I did. And it's cool now as an engineer to learn more about the EQs. It's cool to learn all the inside stuff because I use it to fix issues, but many musicians don't care. It's the truth. We mix, we do our stuff in the box, and later when the musicians are there, the most what they will tell you is push this up or push this down. Let's get one later. So let it flow a little bit, the way it is, allow, make space for mistakes and for a little wrongness in your sessions, because this keep it also interesting. I try to keep it interesting because I had many different jobs. Alone in 4 years in Krakow, I changed 3 times the company at the job. My CV is like 3 or 4 pages already, because I like to keep stuff interesting. And finally I find myself in the right place with mixing and producing and recording music and even mastering. I'm not a mastering engineer, but I'm curious about mastering, so I'm just doing it. I don't steal any people's job because I just don't have money for a mastering engineer and I have to do it. So instead of crying like, oh, I'm not a mastering engineer, I don't have a mastering studio, I just read a lot of books, I made online tutorials, and then I learned mastering. So the curiosity, like always keep it curious, keep it fresh, man. Keep it running. I don't want to get bored by this job, so this is just my experience, I tell you. Some tips. Maybe it relates to you, maybe not. So leave space for a little bit of wrongness. Educate yourself, keep a fresh mindset, and try to get the technical stuff that you read on Gearsluts and all the crazy forums where people fight for audio. Keep it a little bit on the side and give space for creativity and wrongness, for mistakes. There are many stories like a tube amp caught fire and this is the sound that landed on the record. There are millions of stories like this. This is what make your records individual. Try other kinds of music to record and mix them, because you will learn a lot that you can use in, again, let's say you are the uber pro in punk rock, so try to make world music or a piano ballad or whatever, just again to keep a fresh mind and extend your skill set. And maybe you will learn about the dynamics of a piano, how to tame them, and you can use it in a punk rock track or in a metal track or whatever track. Oh yeah, get paid for your work. Because it's a lot of work we are doing, it's a lot of beautiful work we are doing, and it has its price because you give a product that will stay forever. It will be forever. It's not like I had the story with rust on my car. The guys wanted 600 euro to get the rust off, and next year I have to go again, probably to the same guys, and make the same stuff, you know, and get paid for your work. It's also a good feeling. Of course, we all learn. I did also a lot of stuff for free or for a low price, but I said always something in exchange. There was never something completely for free. There was always something for exchange, and if it was cookies and a couple of beers and a good time, when I recorded the band for free, I said I can do it, but I want forever, my whole life, access for free to all your shows, for example. You know, stuff like this. Just make it funny, make an exchange. Check out if it's a band that you like, or if it's a band that you don't like, you will just shoot into your own foot because you don't like the track, and then it comes like, oh man, at least I could get some bucks, you know, for it, or something in exchange. So watch out that you get paid for your work, or that you love the work, or that you get anything valuable in exchange for it. That's for it now. Maybe no big magic. Again, a little bit to work on the mindset and to keep our job fresh. Stay tuned for more. Hopefully not so loud. I think tomorrow I will talk about my time in Studio Hiba in Morocco. I wrote 50 emails to studios in Europe. I can understand that that they don't have time, or that they probably get 100 emails per day like this from a guy like me. Hey, can I come to your studio and check out your gear and see how you work? But Studio Hiba, I wrote to them, and they invited me directly to productions, and I'm very grateful for this, because it was a super good time. I learned a lot from Mehdi, from Nadir, and from Adam, and from Karim Zia, top producer, who came from Paris to produce 2 Knawa fusion tracks. So I will talk a little bit tomorrow about it. Take care, see you tomorrow.